Hi, I'm Mitchell Daniels, Digital Content Coordinator for the Bata Shoe Museum, and welcome to Storytime with the BSM. Today we'll be reading A Flock of Shoes, story by Sarah Tsiang, and art by Quinn Ling. Abby loved her sandals. They were pink and brown with lime green trim. They were perfect for running, and walking, and skipping, and jumping. When she hopped in them, she felt light as air. They made small heart tracks in the sand and followed her all around the beach. They invited the wind to come kiss her toes. Abby and her sandals had a wonderful summer together. But when fall came, her mother tried to take them away. "Your feet will be too cold. Your sandals are getting worn. You're starting to outgrow those shoes." But Abby's mother was often full of nonsense. We can see a little picture here of Abby. She looks really mad and she says, "My mom is full of nonsense." One bright fall day at the park, Abby was swinging with her favorite sandals on. Abby was swinging higher than she had ever done before. She swung so high that her sandals flipped right off her feet. First one, then the other. But her sandals didn't land with a plop on the sand. And her sandals didn't land with a thunk on the grass. Her sandals flipped and flopped in the sky, pretty as birds, and joined another couple of pairs of sandals, all in a V. They were headed south. Abby had to walk home in her socks. And when she told her mother huffed about fibs and got out Abby's brand new boots. All winter long in her boots, Abby thought about her sandals. She wondered if they were making little hearts in white sand. She thought about how the warm wind liked to tickle the open spots. She hoped they were getting enough exercise, and we see here that she received a postcard from her sandals. It reads, "To Abby, wish you were here. The weather is warm, the sand is soft, but we still miss the tickle of your toes." I can see a short time later she received another postcard from her sandals. It reads, "To Abby, thought about your heels today. We miss you to the bottom of our souls." And she received another postcard. "To Abby, our straps are aching to hug you again." Eventually, around February, Abby began to really love her boots. They were white and blue and had a lovely trim of purple that went all around the edges. They were great for stomping, and running, and kicking, and climbing. They made squiggles and squares and tiny circle tracks in the snow. They followed her all throughout the white woods. They hugged her toes with their soft, fuzzy felt interior. Then, one warm spring day, as Abby was putting on her sunscreen, she heard the whistle of the northbound train. Her boots snapped to attention and were out the door before Abby could call to them. She ran out after them in her bare feet. But they were already joining a line of rugged boots, running and hopping on the boxcars as the train chugged by. The sweet sound of harmonica music and the beat of stomping boots floated on the breeze. Abby sat in the new grass and waved sadly to her beloved boots, until she heard the swish of flying sandals. They landed gracefully from the sky, parting from a large flock of shoes, and they were a glorious pink and brown with lime green trim. They were rested and fat, growing just wide enough for Abby's feet. And on the last page here we see another postcard, this time from her boots. It reads, "To Abby, early nights and gorgeous lights, but we still miss the warm wiggle of your toes. Hope to see you soon." And that was A Flock of Shoes. Thanks for joining us today on Storytime with the BSM. We hope to see you again soon. Be sure to keep an eye on our YouTube channel and our website for more new content from the Bata Shoe Museum. Thanks for watching. I'm Mitchell Daniels.